Hello and thanks for tuning in. My name is Deanna Clark Esposito, and today I'm answering the question of how much will it cost me to import? The reason we're answering this question today has to do with the following. People come up to me all the time asking, I think it'd be cheaper if I bought from overseas. I found a really good price online. I don't have to buy too many, but of course if I buy a lot more, then I get, exponential savings, and it just seems like such a good deal. I think I'd like to purchase from overseas. I said, okay, great, but have you stopped to calculate what the real cost is of an importation? So I want to give you some factors to consider when you're doing the math on how much is this import really going to cost. For one, of course, you take your actual cost of goods. So 100 units, 500 units, 5,000 units, however many across the price, that's one amount to consider. Separate from that, of course, is the shipping fees. What are your freight charges? Are they built into the price of your seller? Or does your seller charge you an additional fee to get the goods from their factory to the port or to the airport? If they're going by vessel, they'll sail out in a port. If they're going by air, then they'll go to the airport. Is there a fee for that, or is that built into your unit price? Once the goods come over here, now you're looking at some other costs. What is the total amount of customs duties? U.S. Customs collects customs duties, which is a tax on all commercial imports of wearing apparel, and all merchandise for that matter. So when you look at the amount that your total invoice, what that's valued at, you take whatever the rate of duty is and you multiply the duty rate by that amount, you come out with a dollar figure that has to be paid to U.S. Customs. Is this a fee that you're paying yourself? Have you engaged the U.S. Customs broker to assist you with the filing of the information on your imported goods? Of course, if you've done that, you have to pay the customs broker their fee, in addition to whatever customs duties amount you are required to pay to U.S. Customs. On that journey, did you pay additional for insurance of your products coming over? Were there tests that needed to be done or certifications that you acquired in advance attesting to certain compliance with U.S. laws? Of course, those tests, there may have been a fee for that as well, where you had those tests done. Once the goods are here again, you now have to get the goods to you. Is the pricing all built in from that of the foreign seller, or do you have an additional fee for the movement of the cargo from the port to its final destination? These are all considerations to keep in mind when you're doing the math, if you will, calculating what your total cost will be. Depending on the volume, sometimes you can ship by air, sometimes you can ship by vessel. Air, of course, while much faster, is also significantly more expensive. It doesn't make sense to ship by vessel. Must you ship by vessel? Perfume, for example, because of its flammability. Large quantities of perfume must be shipped by vessel because of the danger that a large quantity poses on an aircraft. So as you're thinking about, do I want to import, consider all of the costs involved so that as you're preparing what your final sales price will be, you'll have done your own costing to come up with realistic pricing on your final sale. Thanks for tuning in. More on all of this can be found in the book, A Practical Guide to Fashion Law and Compliance. Take care.